Dear admirers of jewelry, good afternoon. Today we are to delve into the fascinating world of tiaras of Japanese princesses. Let's start by looking at a few curious aspects related to tiaras in the Japanese imperial family. Firstly, each princess who has reached the age of 20, the so-called official majority, is honored with her own tiara. 6 months before this date, the imperial family announces a tender, giving firms the opportunity to create a piece of jewelry for the princess. The winning company makes a set of jewelry, including a tiara, necklace, and earrings. On the day of her coming of age itself, the princess, dressed in a festive outfit, most often white, heads to the emperor's palace for a formal celebration. Brides of princes receive their tiaras as a wedding gift. Second, according to the 1947 law, Japanese princesses are required to marry men of high birth. In case of marriage to a person from another class, the princess has to leave her family and all jewelry remains in the imperial family. However, she is given monetary compensation. Princes, of course, this law does not apply. The history of tiaras in the Japanese imperial family has its roots in the late 19th century. So, let's proceed to the consideration of one of the oldest tiaras, Meiji tiara. This majestic accessory is a base of curls topped with a row of round diamonds. Individual stones can be removed to use the tiara without them, or they can be set in the center, creating a glittering star. The tiara was originally made by Chaumet in 1885. Like the chrysanthemum tiara, the Meiji tiara was intended exclusively for the empress, the emperor's consort. Empress Michiko has 3 main tiaras, including the chrysanthemum tiara, the Meiji tiara, and the honeysuckle tiara. These masterpieces of jewelry will always be a symbol of timeless sophistication and elegance. The honeysuckle tiara, currently found in the collection of Japan's imperial family, is an example of exquisite design. Its uniqueness lies in the exquisite embroidery of honeysuckle motif set with large diamonds at the top and center. Lines of graduated diamonds arranged in diamond loops add a special sophistication to the tiara. Princess Chikaibu, Setsuko by name, was able to adorn her majestic figure with this exquisite piece of jewelry. She was the second daughter of Emperor Taishu and Empress Taimei, who married Prince Chikaibu. A photograph of her wedding in 1928 preserves the memory of this brilliant moment. Probably the tiara was presented to her on this important day. The perception of jewelry in Japanese culture spans centuries, and a gift of this kind has always been a symbol of special attention and respect. In 1987, a diamond tiara was added to the collection of imperial jewelry and given to Princess Nori in honor of her coming of age. This day is considered a special day in Japanese tradition, and gifts including tiaras, necklaces, and other jewelry play an important role. The history of this tiara dates back to 1923, when it was supposedly reproposed from a piece of jewelry that belonged to Korean Crown Princess Yumin, who was the Japanese-born Princess Michiko. This unique piece of jewelry is set with graduated diamonds and has a large 3-carat stone set in its center. Princess Nori proudly wore this tiara until 2005, when she married a lower-class man. According to imperial law, her marriage to a commoner meant giving up her title, her place in the imperial family and, of course, her jewelry. The tiara has since returned to imperial stock and has become the jewelry of other princesses at official events. The tiara has now been given to Princess Aiko, daughter of Emperor Naruhito and Empress Michiko. During the coronavirus crisis, to avoid unnecessary expenses, Princess Aiko decided to use the tiara borrowed from Princess Nori for her coming-of-age ceremony. The radiant pearl tiara, a majestic combination of pearls and diamonds, has become one of the symbols of elegance in the collection of Japan's imperial family. This variant of the classic bark Rome tiara design is striking in its exquisite simplicity. Thin, almost entirely diamond beams form a smooth top line, giving the impression of radiating light. The historical context of this tiara is linked to the Russian kukoshnik, a traditional Russian headdress, which inspired the creators to add a few pearls along the top, giving the rigid shape of the rays a delicate touch. Empress Michiko wore this tiara while she was crown princess and consort to the prince heir. Later, after becoming empress, she passed this majestic artifact to her daughter-in-law, Crown Princess Michiko. The future Empress Michiko first adorned her majestic figure with this tiara on her wedding day, to Crown Prince Naruhito in 1959. The tiara was designed to be paired with a necklace that echoed the pattern of the tiara, and became one of Michiko's favorite pieces of jewelry during her early years in the imperial family. In 1993, Empress Michiko passed the diamond curl tiara to her daughter-in-law, Crown Princess Masako Owada, who wore it admiringly at her wedding to the heir prince of Japan, Naruhito. This tiara became one of Masako's most significant pieces of jewelry in the early years of her marriage, a steady presence at annual New Year's Eve events and state banquets. Over time, however, Masako's preferences tilted towards a radiant pearl tiara, representing refined taste and elegance. Princess Mako Akishino's Diamond Tiara. It is a tradition of the Imperial House of Japan to give a precious pair of tiara, necklace, bracelet and earrings to members of its family, girls who have reached the age of majority, which is 20 years in Japan. Princess Mako, the eldest granddaughter of Emperor Akihiro and Empress Michiko, received her pair when she came of age in 2011. Her tiara, made by Japanese jewelry firm Kako, incorporates fleur-de-lis motifs, festoons and floral patterns. It is consonant with the motifs of her mother's wedding tiara, but slightly different. Mako's tiara is very close in design to Queen Mary's lover knot tiara. The necklace is a mirror image of the tiara's pattern. The Mako tiara has become an indispensable attribute at all official events, adorning the princess's image with its sparkle and elegance. In October 2021, the princess resigned from the imperial household. Her marriage to Commoner Komuro stripped her of her title, her role in the imperial family and her parure, which returned to the imperial treasury. Princess Kako Akishino's diamond tiara was presented to her on her coming-of-age day on the 29th of December, 2014. Created by Kei Mikimoto & Co., Japan's oldest jewelry house, the tiara symbolizes a combination of floral motifs and fleur-de-lis set in white diamonds. For a considerable time, the exclusive contract for tiaras for the women of the imperial house belonged to the Tokyo-based Mikimoto Jewelry Company, but after the coming of age of Princess Yoko, daughter of Prince Tomohito, the production of tiaras was assigned on a competitive basis to Mikimoto and Kako. The Kako tiara cost the imperial family about $250,000. Princess Noriko Takamada's diamond and pearl tiara, also created by the Mikimoto Jewelry House, is decorated with diamond swirls and white pearls forming an asymmetrical central wave. Tiaras for the women of the imperial household are now made competitively by Mikimoto and Kako. Princess Kiko, wife of Crown Prince Fumihito, favors the Michiko tiara, which previously adorned the image of the current Empress Masako before Crown Prince Naruhito ascended the throne. The fleur-de-lis parure is also a gorgeous combination of floral motifs and exquisite patterns set in white diamonds. Along with the tiara, this parure includes a similar necklace that features a festoon design. The princess received this diamond set for her wedding, which gives it a special significance. The tiara, necklace, earrings, and bracelet from the fleur-de-lis parure make up a refined and elegant piece of jewelry that highlights the nobility and refined taste of its wearer. Diamonds set in the form of fleur-de-lis give this parure a special sophistication and luster. On the question of tiara preferences, each woman of the imperial family undoubtedly has her own opinion. However, all of them are equally a symbol of luxury, grace, and status. Each tiara has its own unique beauty and history, making choosing among them a challenging task. That's all for today. Which tiara is your favorite? Write in the comments. Thank you for watching. All the best to you.